Joining us now, Senator Marsha Blackburn from Senate Judiciary. Great to have you back on, Senator. Your reaction to Hillary's report there.
Well, Hillary is pointing out, and I'm so glad she showed actually what transpired in that hearing. The Democrats are trying to deflect. They're trying to say it is everybody else's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Putin's fault. It's the oil company's fault. It's everybody's fault but Joe Biden's. What we know, this is a crisis of Joe Biden's making. He did it on day one, when he went in and cut off the Keystone Pipeline, said no more fracking, said no more drilling on federal lands, put one person in charge of issuing all the drill permits on those federal leases. What do you expect? We've gone from being energy independent to being dependent. We are actually imported 670,000 barrels of oil per day. That is how far off we are, how far off the mark for this.
You know, so we also have the White House and Democrats are making moves to win the midterms with pausing student loan debt payments. They're talking about a gas tax holiday, gas tax rebates, tapping the strategic reserves and then bringing up Trump. So that's what they're talking about to win back the midterms now.
Yes, and 1 million barrels a day for 6 months does not solve the access to fuel issue that we have in this country. So they can do that, but that is a dent. We're still going to be importing oil and gas. The other thing, until they get rid of some of these regulations, Steve Scalise was pointing that out, it is the regulatory overreach that these guys cannot be drilling. And then they're trying to blame everything on Donald Trump. But when I talk to Tennesseans, Liz, I got to tell you, they say, we were a lot better off under President Donald Trump than we are under Joe Biden.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Right. They know who is to blame for the economy, for the inflation, for the price at the pump, for the empty grocery shelves. They know who's to blame for this. So
let's look at what happened yesterday. Former President Obama is trying to tweet to clean up this. You're going to see what happened at the White House when the former president came. The President Biden was ignored. His approval rating has been falling. He's now at 39% in Marist and 36% in Quinnipiac. This is tough footage to watch. He's still our president, Senator.
Yes, indeed. And that was tough footage to watch. But it just shows you that the Democrats have an agenda. They don't have a vision for this country. They have an agenda of what they want to do to diminish your freedoms and to put everything under government control. Who's been the cheerleader for that, who accomplished a lot of that with Obamacare and other programs? It was Barack Obama. He's their hero. The White House is in such bad shape. Biden is in such bad shape. Harris can't get herself together to give a speech. So what are they going to do? Barack Obama is going to go to the White House once a week. That will give them 1 day's worth of positive news every single week, or so they think.
And also, we've got surveys, focus group surveys. Young Democratic voters are really worried about inflation and crime. The president is now seeking dirtier oil from Canada by rail. We broke the story last night as the energy crisis is upon us now. Won't restart Keystone. Keystone, I think 830 barrels of oil a day.
That's correct.
Russia, 595K. Let's watch former NSA for President Trump, H.R. McMaster. Let's watch him and watch Senator John Kennedy. Watch this.
It doesn't pass the common sense test to cancel a Canadian pipeline and green light a Russian one. And then, of course, it doesn't make any sense either to put all these obstacles in place for permitting and that would allow us to increase our production and our exports, and then to supplicate to the Venezuelans and the Iranians to get them to increase their production and exports.
Too many of my Democratic colleagues, led by the Biden administration, are determined to win the uber woke socialist sweepstakes. And part of winning means destroying the fossil fuel industry. And what President Biden keeps saying to the fossil fuel industry is, look, I'm going to put you out of business, but in the meantime, to help me out here, I need you to produce more. You know, it's just ridiculous.
You know, Senator, there's that. I want to show this, Senator. Andy Puzder, hat tip to Andy Puzder. He points out this chart. Inflation is Biden's fault. U.S. inflation quadrupled from below 2% when the president took office to nearly 8%. You look at it, what it's doing in Europe, it's still around 2.5% in Europe, Canada, and the UK. Slamming trillions of government spending into an economy where there are more job openings than jobless workers is not a good thing, Senator. We have a new San Francisco Fed survey shows 3 percentage points of that spike higher in inflation came precisely when the president signed the nearly $2 trillion COVID relief bill. So this is interesting analysis coming out. What is your take on this?
Well, I think there's a lot to unpack in those two segments. First of all, we have to realize we're an energy-based economy. And you're right, if you finished Keystone, which would have been finished by the end of this year if Joe Biden had not stopped it, 830,000 barrels a day coming in on the pipeline, not on rail. See, what they're trying to do is say, well, we've got to get this dirty crude in here instead of that clean, sweet crude because we don't have enough for production. We are an energy-based economy, so you have to have energy for our economy. And while they're saying, help us out, they're trying to shut down oil and gas. They're making the permitting difficult. They're telling banks, don't bank these guys, don't lend them money, don't finance these rigs and this drilling, just leave them. The Democrats have wanted $5 a gallon gas for a long time, and they've got it now.
Senator Blackburn, always great to have you on. It's good to spend time with you. We'd love to have you back on again soon. It's good to see you.